All right, we are crushing and cruising. Problem number 3, write the equation of the ellipse in parametric form. Now we're given this ellipse totally expanded, so we need to complete the square on x, we need to complete the square on y. So I want to factor out the coefficient of 4 of that y squared term from the y squared and the y term. So pull it out, we're left with 4 times y squared minus 24 divided by 4 is 6, so 6y right there. Plus, pull out the 9 from both x terms, so plus 9 times x squared plus 36 divided by 9 is 4. So we get that right there. And then that plus 36 constant term, I'm going to subtract that over to the other side, so that would become a minus 36 right there. Now to complete the square, we need to add some business to this. Y squared minus 6y plus 9 gives us a perfect square. If you don't remember how that works, where did that 9 come from? Well, it's half of that 6, which is 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. Okay, plus 9 times... I just got a bunch of text, so I don't know where I left that sentence, but now we want to complete the square on our x term, so x squared plus, oops, I forgot to write x up there, plus 4x plus 4 is the constant we need to complete that square, because half of 4, that coefficient on x, half of 4 is 2, squared is 4. Okay, and that equals negative 36, but I've just added stuff to the left, so I need to add stuff to the right. Well, what have I added on the left? I've added 9 there, but that's inside parentheses times 4. So I've added 36 from that piece, which is nice because those have just canceled. And I've also added 4 in that parenthesis, but that is also times 9 there, so I've added an additional 36. Okay, so I've got 4 times y minus 3 squared when you factor that as a perfect square, plus 9 times x plus 2 squared when you factor that as a perfect square equals 36. But I don't want it to equal 36. I want to equal 1. So I divide everything by 36. Every single term gets divided by 36 right there. So 4 over 36, I like to think of that as 36 over 4 is 9, so that's going to leave me with a power of 9 at the bottom. So I get y minus 3 over 9, the top is squared, plus x plus 2 squared over 36 divided by 9 is 4, so I get a 4 on the bottom equals 1. So now it looks like it's normal factored rectangular form, and I need to now write it in parametric form. So x equals, what coefficient is going to go with it? Well, the square root of 4 is 2 cosine of theta. Plus 2 tells me the center is actually at negative 2. So there's my x. Y equals, what coefficient goes with my sine? The square root of 9 is 3 sine theta. The minus 3 tells me that it's actually a positive 3y value, so plus 3 right there. And I have my parameterization of this ellipse.